Well, very, very good morning. A warm welcome to everyone here in the room and all of you joining us virtually. Look forward to spending half a day with all of you. We are excited about what we're going to talk about and what we'll share with you this morning. I will focus on one topic, and that is to take you through the journey of how in the last 5 years we've transformed the company from a tax and platform company, a tax and accounting platform company, to an AI platform company. And now that we have all the pieces and parts, we're going to talk about the next 5 years, which is how we will win as a platform company and really deliver undisputed benefits for our customers and accelerate the company's growth. So with that, let me jump in and get us started. First and foremost, one of the most incredible things about Intuit, having been born in the era of DOS, is that we've had incredible experience, which has come with playbooks, with a lot of grit to learn how to transform the company across many technology revolutions and economic cycles. With that as context, what's very different in the era of AI is that we were very early to really bet the company on AI. Now, we did this for very practical reasons. We felt that when we refreshed the company strategy about 5 years ago in this meeting, where we shared with you we're going to shift to a platform company, and that the bet is on AI, the practical nature of it is that we were focused on delivering experiences that delivered money benefits and undisputed revenue growth and profitability growth for businesses and powered the prosperity of consumers. And we felt very strongly that the only way to do that is to actually create done-for-you experiences so that customers never had to do the work, but always in control. And the only way to do that very practically was to invest heavily in data and AI. So that was why we bet the entire company on data and AI more than 5 years ago. And when you look at the very bold and yet tough decision that we made in July, it was to accelerate investments in 5 areas because of all of the acceleration that we've seen in our innovation because of data and AI. And we reallocated 10% of our headcount to 5 areas to set the company up for the future. Now, in order to do what we've done in the last 5 years looking back, it's an actually significant cultural transformation. And that's the piece where I have probably the largest gratitude and pride in how we've evolved the culture of the company. We've grown our talent internally. We've acquired and brought in incredible talent. And our culture is still the same when it comes to people and focus on customers. But what's very different is our velocity, it's our courage, and our obsession with customers. And that's what resulted in faster growth since we've developed the platform strategy versus prior to the platform strategy. And this past year, we exceeded all of our commitments to you all. And we believe it just continues to be the beginning of what's possible as we look ahead. If you look across all of these metrics, we exceeded what we committed to you, with the exception of GAAP income, which was all because of a one-time restructuring charge that we took in July. Now, with that as context, one of the things that we do every year is we have a very intense debate over where we are across these performance drivers that you see here. We share this with our board. We just shared it about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, with all the company, and you're the last stop. And so I want to walk you through our reflections across these key performance drivers. What's very different in terms of what we did this year is we took a 5-year view. We looked back across these dimensions 5 years, and we looked ahead 5 years to think about where have we made incredible progress and where do we need to make progress in the next 5 years. So let me get started on this. The first is what I just shared a moment ago. It's a significant transformation when you think about what we said 5 years ago. To shift the company from a tax and accounting platform, a very healthy company, with a much smaller TAM, growing high single digits, to a company that is now a platform company that plays a meaningful role in the lives of consumers and businesses, and have all the pieces and parts all sitting on a data and AI platform. We feel very good about that progress. And as we think about the next 5 years, it's actually about winning as a platform. And our measurement of that is our adoption of our services and penetration of our TAM. The second area, on the employee front, we have become one of the most attractive companies for the best talent in the world. The way we are growing our talent today, the kind of talent that we are able to bring into the company today versus 5 years ago is significant. We have become a magnet for amazing talent that want to solve big customer problems. At the same time, we've been very focused on architecting the company for velocity. We believe a company of our size, of our scale, being intentional about how we leverage the scale of the company to deliver for customers and move faster than anybody else is an advantage. And as we look at the next 5 years, it's to create an incredible velocity flywheel. You're going to see metrics today in terms of where we are on velocity, the impact that we're having, and how we're positioned for the future. The next area is customers. So 5 years ago, we sat in this room, and what we said was 50% of businesses go out of business after 5 years. And we want to set a goal that for businesses that are on our platform, we want them to be 20 points more successful than if they're not on our platform. And we want to be able to double household savings rates. Today, any business that's on our platform is 19 points more successful than if they're not on our platform. And we've increased household savings rate by 1.9 for those that are on our platform versus those that are not on our platform. That is real impact for those that we serve. That's why consumers and businesses stay on our platform. As we look at the opportunity ahead, and you're going to hear about this all throughout today, we are focused on two things to make this a better place for consumers and businesses. One, we are focused on revenue and profitability growth for businesses as we look ahead, and better money decisions and confident money decisions for consumers so we can impact their household savings rates. On the community front, we've always seen it as our obligation to make the communities around us better. We serve consumers and businesses. And so for us to make the communities better for those that we serve creates a better life for them. We've created more jobs. We've trained nearly 4.5 million folks that are more ready for the job market and have made far more positive climate impact than where we were 5 years ago. And our focus now in the next 5 years is financial literacy. What we are doing is we're getting our platform in the hands of teachers in middle school, and we're helping them teach our products to teach financial literacy. That does two things. People come out of school much more financial literate, but they're also far more familiar with our products. And we've been accelerating the rollout of this in the US. And then last but not least, 5 years ago, we were $6.5 billion-ish company, growing high single digits. And today, we just guided to over $18 billion, growing the company 12 to 13%. We're almost triple the size with margin expansion than we were 5 years ago. And by the way, 5 years ago, we were at the end of a bull market run. We've been in an uncertain environment the last several years. So I bring the financial results back to the platform strategy because it is working. It's having an impact, and we have a lot of confidence as we look ahead. Now, let's talk about looking ahead. For us, it's all about our customers. And the problems that you see here are end-to-end problems. 5, 6 years ago, we were talking about how we were going to be the best tax and accounting platform company. By the way, all roads lead to taxes and accounting. All roads. So that's very important. But the problems here that we declared 5 years ago was to go beyond tax and accounting, to play a far bigger role in the lives of our customers. So if we could, let's bring that to life. Can you run the video, please?
My student loans felt like sandbags on my shoulders, and I'm carrying them with me everywhere. They affect everything. They affect your emotions, you know? You're just like, ooh, I'm in debt.
When I think about taxes, I think about how badly I've been doing it for the last 10, 15 years of my life. I'm probably paying more than I should.
I live paycheck to paycheck. Whatever I can get, I usually use immediately. If something happens, am I going to be able to provide not just for that emergency, but am I going to be able to provide for my kids?
It's still so surreal to just open the door and be like, this is my restaurant. This is so crazy. I look at it and if I can pay my bills every month, if I can pay my staff, that's good enough. But the idea is, of course, to always grow the restaurant. I'll feel more comfortable when we're like fully booked 5 days a week instead of 2 or 3 of them.
I am a CEO of 2 companies with a revenue of about $20 million a year. We essentially have 3 entities, but we're totally conjoined in how our revenue comes in and goes out. I think the biggest business challenge right now is we're growing really fast and keeping up staff-wise with that growth.
I was like, I need to be able to get approved for a credit card. I need to like get this credit score up. It takes a lot of work to say like, ooh, I gotta make a change.
I want to do a better job of doing the work. So it's just being smart enough to know who to ask and how to ask for help.
It's not about where the ceiling is, it's about where the floor is, and just continuing to step it up, always being ready to do anything at any given moment for the business.
I wake up every day thinking, what are we gonna do? How are you gonna make it work? And that's when you have to think out of the box, get creative, figure out how to make it happen.
That's what I work towards every single day. Sorry. Just want to be able to be financially stable for my kids. I want to set them up for success. I want them to be set up for their future.
So when you think about these stories, by the way, these are of course real stories, but they're indicative of who we serve every day, whether it's a business that's fighting for growing their customers and staying profitable, or a consumer that's trying to manage their life. We often talk about how large our TAM is and how low our penetration is. Just as a reminder, our TAM has significantly grown versus where we were 5 years ago, focused on tax and accounting. But this total addressable market for us in the countries that we are in is really all non-consumption. These are either businesses that may be spending $3,000 a month on 10 plus apps, most of which go unused, most of which don't talk to each other, and the end result is a business doesn't know what's actually happening to their financial life. And the same applies to a consumer. In this world of so many apps, so many AI capabilities available, businesses and consumers are more confused than ever and are actually looking for ways to be able to power their prosperity in one place. And so when you think about our total addressable market, a lot of it is manual, a lot of it is disaggregated. There's a large market within this that's bookkeeping, taxes, accounting, where people go to somebody else to help them manage their life. And so there's an incredible opportunity when it comes to digitization. And this is something that we started sharing our perspective with you several years ago, and why we believe for us, as we look at the next 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, there's an incredible secular tailwind and an incredible secular shift that started several years ago. It's not new. And it's the convergence of those that were born after the smartphone, the capabilities that AI provides that allows those that were born after the smartphone to really get instant benefit, instant gratification, things done for them, and digitization. As many apps and platforms that there are out there, particularly businesses, and particularly consumers when it comes to their taxes, a lot of what they do is very manual. So in that context, let's talk about the future, and let's talk about how we are going to continue to revolutionize delivering experiences for customers that will deliver incredible benefits for them and growth for the company. For those of you that are familiar with the company and those of you that are not, we are very intentional, disciplined, and rigorous in how we run the company. And for us, everything starts with our mission and why we show up to work every day, and ultimately ends with measuring success and what that looks like for our customers and for Intuit. And so let me walk you through our plan. First and foremost, you heard from Jarrett, you heard from Samantha, you heard what matters most to them. And our mission every day when we show up to work is about powering their prosperity. And the focus that we have with powering their prosperity is really about improving their life in a way where there's more money in their pocket. And we're guided by our values. We are a very different company today than 5 years ago. What will always be the same about Intuit is that we are all about people and all about our customers. But what's very different today that led us to changing our values several years ago is to be far more courageous in the choices that we make to deliver for our customers. It's to be obsessed with what we do for our customers and do it in a way where we bring the power of 17,000 strong to our customers. And one of the elements of our values is to be bold, which is why we always set internal, very bold, very aspirational goals to measure our mission, the reputation of the company, and the growth that we aspire to have. But these aspirational goals, I love sayings. One of them that we use a lot internally is life is about 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. You got to execute well. All of our bold aspirations turn into 1- and 3-year goals that we set for the company. And these are goals that we measure monthly. Of course, they're empty here because we don't share our internal goals with all of you because they're different than what we provide from a guidance perspective. But we turn our aspirational goals into, well, what are the key milestones and where do we want to be across each of the stakeholders to set the company up for success? So with that, let me just refresh you on our strategy. And this has really been an incredible guide for where we've been and where we are. Our strategy first starts with delivering undisputed benefits for our customers. Our focus is to change the lives of businesses from a revenue and profitability perspective. So it's all about money. It's eliminating work and helping them make decisions with confidence. And the same for consumers. It's to help put more money in their pocket with confidence. So that is the essence of our customer focus with our strategy. And the way that we declared that we would achieve that is to truly become a platform company, to solve end-to-end problems for our customers and fundamentally have data and AI be the fuel of how we would achieve delivering undisputed benefits. So let's talk about our roadmap. And then I will talk about where are we relative to our roadmap with these 5 big bets. The first one is about revolutionizing speed to benefit. This has been our investment around data and AI. This bet has been about creating done-for-you experiences. And it's a significant shift from building workflows where customers do the work to delivering experiences where we do the work for our customers with them always in control. So this shows up, and you're going to see this in the immersion experience today, as marketing campaigns done for you, managing quote to cash done for you, being able to do your books and accounting for you, getting your taxes done for you, and stitching all of that together because now we have all the capabilities of a platform. And this is where we have heavily invested in our data platform with all of our data services, invested in our AI platform with machine learning, knowledge engineering, and our large language models, where we, in essence, have AI agents that are executing against done-for-you experiences. Now, we live in a world where there is a massive, very large, disaggregated, high-priced, and manual bookkeeping, accountant, and tax prep market, where a lot of consumers and businesses will go to others to have them do the work for them. So 5 years ago, we declared that we would connect people to experts. And these could be AI agents, it could be AI-powered human experts. And what we have now built is a virtual expert platform, where in your pocket, you have a financial assistant, where if the AI can't do all the work for you, a human shows up, and that human, the largest expert network in the world, sits on our data and AI platform that can do the work for you, whether it's marketing advice, whether it's doing your books for you, doing your accounting for you, or doing your taxes for you. Third area is unlocking smart money decisions. Now, you just heard from customers, one of the biggest challenges is about how they make ends meet throughout the week. Now, let me be clear about one thing. All roads lead to taxes. And so our vision for unlocking smart money decisions has been about taking 2 incredibly powerful platforms, Credit Karma, over 40 million monthly active users, 5 times frequency of engagement per month, and a platform where we do your taxes with you or for you that engages once a year, and integrating them together so that we can play a role in the life of consumers on an ongoing basis to help them understand the implications of their decisions to their taxes, so when it's tax time, your taxes are done for you. This bet is a huge fuel to drive growth in the tax business. The fourth bet, being the center of small business growth. Businesses are focused on driving top-line growth and being able to manage their cash flow. It's the top 2 reasons why over time, 50% go out of business. When we declared this bet 5 years ago, our vision was to create one platform where in one place, a business could grow their business, run their business, and we could help them with anything that they need to do to get their taxes done at the right moment in time. We've spent 5 years integrating payments, payroll, accounting, time tracking, our live experiences, AI-powered human expertise, and now Mailchimp, where we now have a platform. We have all the pieces and parts to fundamentally win as a platform. This is about a $90 billion total addressable market, serving self-employed and small businesses. This next bet is about a $90 billion total addressable market, which is disrupting mid-market. These are customers we know very well. For years, we served these customers on our enterprise desktop platform. This is not a new category for us. This is not an unknown charter for us. But the focus has been, how do we serve these customers in the cloud? Now, these are customers generally that have 3 million plus in revenue, up to 300 in employees. It's less about the number of employees. For us, it's about the complexity. And we have the intention to serve large businesses over time. No intention to serve enterprise businesses, but every intention to serve large mid-market businesses. Now, let's talk about why. There is a massive gap in the marketplace. You go out and talk to large customers, what they would tell you is between us 5 years ago and the next choice, their words are, it's a big ERP, it's an organ transplant, it's too expensive, and it's actually not about the yearly expense. It's the couple of years it takes to shift to an ERP solution. We have built and are continuing to build a platform that wins on experience and wins on price and wins on total cost of ownership. We'll talk about that throughout today. So that is our fifth big bet. So let's talk about where are we across these 5 bets. How much progress have we made in the last 5 years as we think about then the next 5 years? So let me start with revolutionizing speed to benefit. When we declared this bet, we felt very strongly that in order to be AI-driven for our customers, we had to be AI-driven internally. And so a lot of our platform leverage and margin expansion that you hear about is driven by this bet. And I'm going to skip over this. When you look at some of the metrics that we have internally, this is about the velocity that I talked about. First and foremost, our developer velocity deploying code is 8 times faster today than it was several years ago. The second is our developers now are having access to AI assistants to do the work. And for those that have access to AI assistants, they're 30% more productive. And when we allow our customers to engage with our AI self-help or AI experiences, contacts go down by 11%. This is significant scale. So we are revolutionizing how we do the work internally because of all of our AI investments. And we've made significant progress in revolutionizing speed to benefit in what we call Intuit Assist. Intuit Assist is not a feature. It's not a functionality. It is our path to creating done-for-you experiences. We're going to show you in the immersion experience the kind of experiences that are in market today. But what you should take away from this is certain experiences are in market at incredible scale. You can see what the numbers are here. And what we are starting to see in terms of proof points is that every proof point indicates it's having an impact to it will have an impact to our customers' end growth, better cash flow, and time savings. Connecting people to experts. We've made significant progress here. TurboTax Live grew 11% this year. Revenue grew 17%. And we've seen incredible green shoots at scale of things like when we show up in local search, there's 11 million folks that churn every year in the assisted segment. And one of the places they go is they search for a pro near me. When we show up, our conversion has been 5x better than when we don't show up. And when an expert engages with our customers, our conversion is at 80% plus. So we're very excited about winning on experience, speed, and price. QuickBooks Live, I just have one word. It's momentum. We've seen 3x the growth with QuickBooks Live. This is about our AI-powered experts that are now part of our small business platform, delivering for our customers. When our live experts engage our customers, our ecosystem attach rate is up 20 points versus those that do not engage with a live expert. And ARPC is up 4x. So we're very excited about this as an incredible benefit delivery and growth driver for the company. Unlocking smart money decisions. After several years, we are now creating a consumer flywheel effect. We're seeing the growth of the number of filers through Credit Karma up over 75%. For the combined ARPC of Credit Karma and TurboTax customers versus TurboTax only, it's up 35%. And you can see that Credit Karma Money, which is folks depositing their money on a Credit Karma Money account, is up over 68%. We are now creating a flywheel effect, and we're excited about what's possible as we look ahead. We've spent 5 years creating a business platform, a suite of offerings where we are fundamentally now a platform today. And so let me share with you the proof points. You can see that US QBO grew over 11%, and our ARPC overall grew 11%. Workforce Solutions grew over 23%. Our overall money portfolio grew at 36%. You can see a huge indication of the integration of Mailchimp and QuickBooks, where our combined customers grew 22%. And last but not least, the metric I just shared with you, which is now the momentum that we have with Live. This is an illustrative example of the power of our platform, the power of stitching together payments, payroll, QuickBooks, and Live now at work, delivering benefits for customers in ways that we never imagined even possible 5 years ago. Now let's talk about disrupt mid-market. This has been an incredible focus for us and an incredible progression. First and foremost, we are continuing to build momentum with QuickBooks Advanced. Subs growth of over 28%, our revenue's growing faster, our retention with QuickBooks Advanced is up 2 points, and the ARPC of QuickBooks Advanced is 5x higher compared to just QBO customers. And we're just getting started in terms of what's possible with mid-market. Now, Intuit Enterprise Suite has been in the works for a long time, and we're very excited about our progression. And this progression is about serving customers that are far north than 3 million in size, far more complex. They have multiple locations, multiple entities, and they have a lot of the needs that we do. When I talk to these customers and when our team talks to these customers, they want to be able to consolidate all their segment reporting. They want to be able to look at their businesses by area. They want to know what the profitability is by business. They have revenue recognition requirements, multi-currency requirements, a lot of the same needs that we have. Intuit Enterprise Suite is now, and it is intentionally called Intuit Enterprise Suite because of the scale of the way we're going after the market. And with the early customers that are on Intuit Enterprise Suite and using it, our average ARPC is around $20,000. Now, this is the use of all of our services. They're using our payments capabilities, payroll capabilities, our financial management capabilities, and in a few cases, starting to use and integrate all of our Mailchimp capabilities. So when you look at the opportunity here, it's the next leg of growth in the long term for us, while we still have a lot of leg room in front of us with QBO Advanced. And we're going to talk a lot more about this throughout the day, and you'll actually see a demo of the experience. Now, I'll tell you the biggest things customers tell us about Intuit Enterprise Suite. It's actually, we win on experience and price, and total cost of ownership. The cost is far lower than any alternative. Some customers, on a push of a button, get upgraded, because that's where a big part of our opportunity in TAM is. And they don't spend 2 years upgrading their ERP system. So this is a competitive advantage for us. Very excited about what's possible. So hopefully what you experienced with the proof points is that when you look at what we declared 5 years ago, a tax and accounting platform, to where we are today, we have proof points where we've now put together all the pieces and parts. And now looking ahead, it's about accelerating winning as a platform. What I haven't talked to you about, and what you won't see today, is all the things that we're doing to evolve our go-to-market. You're going to start seeing us with campaigns in market that talks about the platform and the undisputed way in which we're going to win as a platform. And we've now arrived as a company to win as a platform, all powered by data and AI. Let me bring this to a close. I often get asked, you all have 5 bets. They're all big bets. How do you manage? How do you prioritize? How do you allocate capital? How do you ensure that you have the best talent? And what I would tell you is our differentiation as a company beyond the data assets we have, those were the slides I skipped over earlier, the AI assets that we have, the customer scale that we have, and the largest network of experts that we have, all of that is because of what you see here. We are very intentional in terms of how we run the company. And the essence of it is we are very objective in how we run the company. We think about the long term and how we set expectations and strategy, which is what you see on top of this slide. It's our 6-year plan and thinking, to how we operationally put together 3- and 1-year plan goals and input goals. We run the company on input goals, which is what are the biggest deliverables to deliver for our customers short and long, and we obsess over talent. We obsess over engagement. And if you think about where we are today versus 5 years ago, you can only do that by revamping and evolving your culture, which I give a lot of credit to how we run the company. Those before us and those after us, this is our advantage. And last but not least, we have an incredible leadership team that I have the privilege to serve with every day that's built for the era of platform and AI. And I look forward to you all meeting all of them today. Some of them will be on stage. Some of them you'll meet throughout today. So with that, as always is the case, I'm out of time, so I must have gone over. Let me end with where I started. We wake up every day to find ways to power prosperity for our customers. And it's for the Jarretts, it's for the Samanthas, it's for the Marcellas that you saw. Those are real customers, real challenges, real areas where they need help. And I'm super proud of the big shift that we've made to become a platform company. And now our future is about how do we win as a platform company, which is very different than where we were 5 years ago as a tax and accounting platform.